Hello everyone, the Shadow Picture here, and you're watching All Things Nintendo. Today, we'll be talking about how I would fix the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. On September 12th, 2025, a Nintendo Direct was live starting from 9 AM Eastern Standard Time to somewhat an hour and a half. And for the first 20-ish minutes of that same Direct, the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary was talked about, and I thought it was going to be better than the 35th anniversary. And to be completely honest, the Nintendo Direct in general was disappointing. And the 40th anniversary was no exception. Especially how greedy Nintendo has been for the past 10 years. I don't know, the only thing that truly interests me was Metroid Prime 4 because we haven't gotten a new Metroid Prime in dang near 2 decades. And the new Super Mario Galaxy movie is nice. But besides those two, nothing else really interests me. Back on topic. This video is me explaining how I would fix the 40th anniversary so Nintendo can learn and do better with the 45th and especially 50th anniversaries respectively. Before we start, I want to start talking about what they've done right and wrong to understand what I'm trying to say. With that all said, let's get on to the video. To start, let's talk about what I like about the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary based on the Direct. Media wise, the only thing I liked about it was the Super Mario Galaxy movie. When I originally watched the first movie, if they're basing off of actual games, I thought that Galaxy was going to be the fourth movie, after Super Mario World and Super Mario Sunshine. I'm okay with the Galaxy movie, but I think that it is a little too early to do so. And obviously, if we're talking about anniversaries of video game franchises, there's going to be accessories with it too. As of now, there's two merchandise that I like. The first being the Talking Flower from Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Rosalina's Storybook from Super Mario Galaxy. Speaking of Super Mario Galaxy, the Super Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 might be even lazier than Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and I haven't even opened the game yet. How do you go from 3 games to 2 and go from 60 to 70 bucks? If they created Super Mario Galaxy 3 on the Wii U and added it to the compilation, then I can forgive it. Another thing that I don't like about is Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Meet Up in Bella Bell Park. First, that long behind title with 12 words, 23 syllables, and 78 characters. Second, this is proof that Nintendo has become greedy. All they have to do is re-release Switch 1 games onto the Switch 2 with a $20 increase, adding at most 20% more content and say Nintendo Switch 2 Edition at the end of it. And third, just create another game. Stop being lazy and re-releasing the same stuff unless it's a compilation with 4 or more games, or you add at least 50% more content than the original game ever had. Speaking of new games, at least Mario Tennis Fever is a new game. However, it looks similar to Mario Tennis Aces, and my main problem with that game, and most Mario games in general, is that the DLC is just an excuse for companies to steal from our pockets by re-releasing unfinished games so we can pay extra for content later. Betcha a Ben that this game is gonna have DLC. And also, the babies are pushing it. If we're talking about what we know so far in the game, then this is my reason. And finally, out of all the things Nintendo has done wrong with the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary, Yoshi in the Mysterious Book has to be the least problematic for me because my only reason why I'm not interested with it is petty, but with a good reason. It is not a 3D game where Mario, Donkey Kong, and even Wario has at least one 3D game. To start, the Super Mario Galaxy /2 bundle should be 40 bucks. Hint hint, or add more games to the compilation to where it would be worth $70. Since Super Mario Galaxy 3 doesn't exist, and if we're making compilations using existing games from the past, my best idea is to expand on 3D All-Stars by adding Galaxy 2, 3D Land, and 3D World with Odyssey graphics, more modes, and stuff to do. Another thing to add is that we need, a new game. Since this anniversary is Super Mario Galaxy inspired due to the next movie title alone, hands down, Super Mario Galaxy 3 should be the game. My idea for a new game is to combine both games with their positive aspects while adding new things like a bigger hub world, more moves, more playable characters, more modes, and especially more galaxies. Since Galaxy 1 and 2 has 42 and 49 galaxies respectively, the next game should have a number of galaxies divisible by 7. I'll give it 98. Because 40 seems like a milestone number to me entertainment wise, 40 of the 98 galaxies are past 3 levels from Super Mario 64, Sunshine, 3D Land, 3D World, and Odyssey, using 8 levels from each game. There are 280 power stars spread across those 98 galaxies. There's 40 objectives for outside content, and there's 40 past references to Mario games. Instead of Mario Tennis for the 18th trillionth time, how about a Mario Baseball game? If we're going to bring back series, Mario Baseball is a must since we haven't gotten a new game since 2008. My idea for a new game is to add more captains and sidekicks, more stadiums, more gameplay mechanics, and more modes. And no DLC, cause I don't want to pay for extra content if y'all gonna make y'all's games $80. At least make every DLC free. Because Donkey Kong, Yoshi, and Wario are sub-franchises to Mario, we can kinda add them to the mix. Since Donkey Kong recently had his own game, I'm only focusing on Yoshi and Wario. Speaking of, the only thing I want to change about Yoshi in the Mysterious Book is that I want it to be 3D instead of 2D. Yes, I understand that not every platformer should be 3D, but Yoshi never got one and I just want him to get one just for the sake of it. And the last game that we should have is a WarioWare game. The next game should have more Nintendo related microgames, more modes, and especially more characters. Okay Nintendo, we need Waluigi in a WarioWare game, or just give him his own sub-series so he be playable in a Smash Bros game one day. We need a year of Waluigi, Nintendo. Hint hint. The first merchandise idea I have is to make a Power Star plushie, either yellow or green. Or we can have a Rainbow Star themed plushie or the Red Star. And the second merchandise idea I have is that we need a replica version of the Comet Observatory or the Starship Mario, since they're both the 2 hub worlds from Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 respectively. It's crazy how Nintendo used to be objectively the best video game company back in the day, and now it's slowly becoming one of those companies that's losing their charm with all the greed and re-releasing the same content. I don't mind anniversaries, but we should have more content and pay for less because we're supposed to honor the franchise that shaped us up to who we are today as gamers. Also, we need a year of Waluigi, Nintendo. Think about the sales. Got nothing else for this video. If you want better content, like and subscribe and I'll share more Nintendo content just like this. I'm the Shadow Picture and I'll see you guys very soon. Later.